myself, accepting myself. If no one calling me beautiful, I said it myself. Yeah, cause it is time that we should face this. Doesn't matter if a man is born to two races. Equal rap, both races to the fullest. Haters saying otherwise, they evidently clueless. I'm biracial and I'm proud.
Hey, salam alaikum, YouTube, what's cracking? It's your angry biracial, back with another one. So, I want to do reacting to hate comments part 2, because I get a lot of them. There's so much to go through, but I'm going to do 2 at a time because I tend to be long-winded. Let's go ahead and dive right into this one. And I got a lot to say about these particular 2. This person, she calls herself Copper Goddess 1111. She seems like she's a mammy if it actually is a female. Sometimes these kangs make all these weird profiles, but she posted this on a video where that I released today. It was a video to where this kang on a subway, he was on a crowded subway with his son, and some white lady, some preference, told him to chill out. And he punched her right in the face, cold cocked her, right? So I went off on that. Y'all know how I do. I do my thing. So this is what she said. I don't, for one, defend what he did. That was disgusting as fuck, no matter the race. But my issue is how much hate you put on black men. You really true hate them because your own black dad wasn't there, and them same dudes probably picked on you in school. You have serious daddy issues and need to heal. Can you say identity crisis? I mean, this is all these anti-biracial, anti-mixed race, black male worshipers do and say. Always say, oh, you're a tragic mulatto, or you got an identity crisis. One, I do not have an identity crisis. I identify as biracial. Again, just because you don't agree with how I identify or you don't like how I identify doesn't mean I have an identity crisis. 2, no one really picked on me in school too much. I'm a big guy. You probably can't see because of the camera, but I'm 6'2", 220 pounds. I've always been a big guy. I've always been the biggest guy in my classroom. When I was younger, I was extremely violent. I fought a lot. I fought a lot of dark-skinned dudes. I was cracking dark-skinned dudes' skulls in. I was dominating dark-skinned dudes on the basketball court because I had to prove a point. The point I had to prove because they thought because I was biracial, because I was light-skinned, because I was Chico the Bars, or whatever the fuck they want to say, that I was somehow soft, that I was somehow weak. So I had a bone to pick. I had to prove a point. And I was super aggressive when it came to playing sports with them. I was super aggressive when we went whooping their asses because I had to let them know I'm biracial. Don't fuck with me, right? And all that was cut out quickly, you know? And then I never really got any hate for being biracial until 20-something years later. And until I was older. And this, because look, in the 80s and the 90s, yeah, people made light-skinned jokes, but biracial, half black people were still considered black, you know, because that was our generation. We were one generation away from being born without rights in this country. My father, my Kang father, was born with no rights in this country. He was 80 years old when he died. He was born in 1943, something like that. He was in his 80s, right? Well, when he passed away in 2021. He was born before the civil rights movement. He would tell me that he would see people that look like him, other black men, hanging from trees. He's from Mississippi, you know? So I am one generation away from that. And most people in my generation are. My wife, her mother, who's still alive, my mother-in-law was one of the first group of women that was integrated into white schools in Michigan. You know what I mean? One generation away. So back then, when I was growing up, it wasn't really that big of an issue as it is now, because we got all these internet warriors, all these tough talking, people that got big cyber balls running their mouth and don't know what the hell they're talking about, right? So no, I don't have an identity crisis. I don't have daddy issues. I never met my fucking father. I didn't know who he was until 2011. I knew his pimp name. I didn't know his real name. I didn't see a picture of him until 2011. Excuse me. I had to burp. I'm drinking soda. Until 2011. So I couldn't confirm. I didn't even know I was half black then. Everyone told me my father was black, but I didn't know because I didn't know who my damn father was, you know? So, but then when I found out, when I saw him, you know, I started talking to him, interacting with him, I found out he's a piece of shit. I had nothing to do with him. And when he died, yeah, like I cried because I never got a chance to meet him, but I got over that shit quick. So I don't have daddy issues. You know, it's just like come with something new. But let's circle back to another one, and then I want to tackle the thing where it says you hate black men. I don't hate black men. I hate Kangs, you know, but I'll get back to that in a minute. Let's tackle another one of these dusty ass comments. And then I want to tackle the you hate black men comment. Because again, I get that a lot because they can't argue or debate with what I'm saying. They can't argue or debate the actions of these Kangs. They can't argue or debate shit. So they just want to say, oh, you haters. I don't. There's one guy says WWDDWL. Yo, your channel is, I think he's trying to say pussy. Your parental lineage got you not seeing the entire picture. Again, making remarks that I'm biracial. Like they can't get off the fact that I'm proudly biracial. This is a hate black man channel. Did he put a question mark? I mean, like, are you making a statement or are you asking a question? You know, come on. You're no different from the red pill suck asses. My throat. Stick to what you know. Biracial issues. That part of our people need help. Angry biracial, huh? That's your pop's fault for not choosing a black woman. Actually, my pops was a pimp. He chose plenty of black women. You know, a lot of my siblings on his side have black women that he pimped out, that he abused and used. So again, these people don't know the full story. They just make assumptions because they have nothing else. That colonizer blood in you is your ruin. I mean, you got colonizer blood in you as well. Maybe that's why y'all act the way y'all act, you know? Stop spreading white supremacy ideas, getting people who are hurting to hate themselves even more. Because when you diss me, you diss yourself. Not really, because according to you all, I'm not black. I'm just biracial. So when I'm dissing you, I'm just dissing you. I ain't dissing no one else but you. Get some Kang. Get some. He did the this and this, I guess. But penis. This how you got here. I don't understand what the hell you're saying. Yeah, I got it for anyone that want it. No, you're just a cyberpunk that wants to choose to have cyber balls. That you wouldn't bust a grape in real life. You know, you wouldn't say this shit to my face. Y'all getting some cyberpunks. You got some big virtual balls because, you know what? For those who don't know, many years ago, I went to prison, right? I went to prison for a fraud charge. I was like 20 or something. And in prison, there's a thing called cell warriors, right? And most of these Kangs online are cell warriors. You want to know what a cell warrior is? That means behind the cell, when the cell door is closed, they beat their chest and they talk all types of crap like whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, I'm gonna get you, this and that, and you're this and this and this. And then as soon as that cell pops, they make a fucking beeline for the CO, and the CO is their best friend because they know no one's gonna touch them by the CO. And then as soon as it's time to lock down for count or chow or for the night, they run right back to their cell and close their cell door and start talking shit again. Most of these Kangs online are cell warriors, a bunch of punks talking shit knowing that they can't be touched. It is what it is, you know. Y'all ain't tough. Y'all some of the most emotional, idiotic people on the fucking planet. But now, let's get back to that one sister, what she said. You hate black men. Let's talk about that real quick. First off, I don't hate black men. One of the a black man that I admire the most. I'm not going to say his name, but I've known this man for years. I'm going to tell you a little story about him. I'm going to put his picture up. This brother is a dear friend of mine, and I hope he doesn't mind me telling his story a little bit because, you know, it means a lot that, you know, that I tell his story. I admire him. I look up to him. He was married, right? This brother right here, a dark-skinned black man, dark-skinned black American man. He's also Muslim. He's been a dear friend of mine for a long time. I look up to him. I admire him. He is older than me. And I surround myself with these types of men. He hates kings too. I don't hate black men because there are plenty of good, hardworking black men out there. There are plenty of black men who are good fathers. There are plenty of black men that handle business. But then there are the kings that make us all look bad. Let me tell you what, if I'm in a room full of white people, they don't see me as biracial. They see me as either an N-word or a sand N-word. I'm either a black man or I'm an Arab man. Either way, I'm a type of N-word to them, right? So the actions of these kings reflect on me in the business world, reflect on me in the corporate world. Anyway, this brother, let's tell you a little bit about his background. This brother, he was married to a black woman. She gave him 2 kids. Well, he gave him 1 kid. He has a son by her, and that son is autistic. And that black woman came with her own child, right? A daughter. And then one day out the blue, she got up and she left him. She abandoned her child and left him to raise 2 kids by himself, right? And he raised his stepdaughter like she was his own. He loves her like she is his own. He didn't do what a lot of kings would do and go try to dump her on someone else. He said, nah, she's mine. He was a single dad for 10 years until he remarried. And I remember sometimes, sorry, my throat. I remember sometimes he would call me and text me because when I was doing my Keep community land building stuff, he was a good part of that. He would say, brother, because he was trying to start his own business up, his own security business. He would say, brother, I'm having a rough month this month. I need some diapers. Can you help me out? I was like, sure, brother, here you go. He said, brother, I'm having a rough month. I don't got any food for my kids. I get paid. You can pay me back. I'll pay you back. I was like, no, brother, here you go. Because I admired him. A single father raising 1 autistic son and a stepdaughter. He was abandoned by his ex-wife and the mother of the kids. And he stuck in there. This is the type of man with integrity. This is the type of man with morals. This is the type of man that gonna make a way out of no way. This type of man that his wife is lucky to have, right? And me being a family man myself, it is hard being a full-time father. It is hard raising your kids. It's not an easy task, right? And to make a long story short, this man, he worked hard for years and years. And then he finally started his own security firm, right? Let me show some pictures of his security firm. And now he's a 6-figure man. This man is what a high value man is. This man is an alpha male. It's not those Kitten Hills, Kevin Samuels punks. This man is a high value man. This man built his business not off of bashing black women, because he had every right to be bitter. He had every right to be bitter because his ex-wife left him with not only his own autistic son, but another man's child. And he took care of them both. The red pill will call him a simp. But I will tell you first thing, that man, he will whoop your ass. That man is the definition of alpha male. His definition of being a leader, of being a father, being a protector, of being a maintainer. And now, he told me, he was like, Brother Jassim, because they call me Jassim, that's my Muslim name. Like, Brother Jassim, if you ever need any security, let me know. If you ever need any help, let me know. He runs his own security firm. He guards and protects celebrities. You know what I mean? He is a 6-figure plus man now. And he got remarried to a beautiful sister from Sudan. A Muslim sister from Sudan. He's doing great. I have countless examples of black men like this in my life, of black men like this that I surround myself with. So for you fucking idiots to come on here and say, oh, you hate black men. No, I hate degenerate ass fucking kings. And if you were a real black man, you would hate those fucking kings too. If you a person in the black community, you would hate those fucking kings too, and you would hate their enablers because they make us all look bad. Yeah, I'm biracial, but I can't escape the half black side of me, even if I wanted to. I don't want to because I love the fact that I'm half black. I love the fact that I'm half black. Just like I love the fact that I'm half Arab, I'm half Egyptian. I love that. I love both sides of me. But even if I wanted to escape the fact that I'm half black, I couldn't. When my hair grows out, I'm growing my hair up, by the way. So y'all can see my biracial afro. So there's no fucking question. I keep my hair short because I like wearing hats. I like wearing kufis, Islamic kufis, right? But I'm growing my hair out. So I surround myself with men like this. I got plenty of other men that I built with, of other black men that I built with, that I've done things with as far as uplifting the community, that we went out and we fed the community, that we planted farms with, that we built homes for black women with, Y'all, these haters have no fucking clue how much I've contributed to bettering the black community. I mean, I can go on my Facebook page for my farming page. You can see all the reviews of black men and women saying thank you for helping me. Thank you for building this home for me. Thank you for building this community for me, my family. So no, I don't hate black men. I don't hate the black community. I am half black. I don't identify as biracial, but I'll get into that later. But I wanted to make this 100% clear. I love the black community. I love the biracial community. I love the Arab community. And as a Muslim man, I love people in general. And I strive against evil. And these kings are evil. These kings are destroying their women. They're destroying the community. They're destroying the image of good black men like him. Of good black men that work their fucking ass off to build something out of nothing. Of good black men that were single fathers. They're destroying his image. Destroying the image of other good black men that I know. You know what I mean? And that's why I hate these fucking kings. That's why I stay on these fucking kings' throat. But a lot of you just think in generalizations. So that's why you assume that I hate all kings. Well, I don't. Because you just thinking in generalizations. And yes, my speech impediment will come out a lot more than I'm doing these live videos. I can't pause and stop. I can do my other videos. All right. So I wanted to make that clear. I went over those hate comments. Then I pointed out that I surround myself with these types of black men. With good, hardworking Muslim black men. With good, hardworking Christian black men. With good, hardworking Israelite black men. The real black men that are taking care of their families and they're building. I know plenty of black men that own land that are building communities. I support them. They support me and my message. Why? Because again, those kings are making them look bad. Those kings are shitting on their image and on their name. They support me 100%. But again, y'all wouldn't know that because a lot of you kings and the king enablers, a lot of you you're just fucking haters. Are so offended because I'm talking about you. I'm not talking about brothers like him. I'm not talking about other brothers that I interact with daily. Because when you're on a certain level as a man, you attract and rub shoulders with other men on your level. You know what I mean? So the saying, like if you have 5 friends, excuse me, and you hang around those 5 friends and all them 5 friends are bums, you're gonna be the 6th bum in that circle. Now, if you have 5 friends and all of them are multi-millionaires, successful, you're going to be the sixth person in that circle that's going to be successful. This is the same thing. I rub shoulders with other men like me. Well, other men who are builders, or other men who are protectors, who are maintainers, who are husbands and fathers just like me. And it's unfortunate that so many of y'all don't understand it. That so many of y'all don't see that. So shout out to my brother, man. I love you. I know you're gonna see this because I'm gonna share it with you. But there are so many actual real good men out there, but they're drowned out by the actions of these kings. So again, do I hate all black men? Hell fucking no. For the longest time, I identified only as a black man. You know, it wasn't until like 10, 11 years ago, 12 years ago, that I started identifying as purely biracial. You know what I mean? But that's a whole different story. So I do not hate half of who I am. I think if black men were if more black men were like him, were like some other friends, then this community would be powerful as fuck. This community would be that there would be no stopping the black community. But it's so unfortunate that so many kings have taken over. That kings represent what black men are today. And I'm doing my damnedest to call these kings out. I'm doing my damnedest to try to protect black women from these kings. I'm doing my damnedest to show the world that these kings are dangerous and no one should like kings. I think Chris Rock said it best. He said, everyone, like, he loves black people, but he hates N-words. You know what I mean? He loves black people. Every day, hardworking black people. He loves black people, but N-words always seem to fuck everything up. He hates them. So, you know, I'm not going to play that clip because it won't get monetized, but that's all I wanted to say about that. Sorry, this ran a little bit long, but I love y'all. Y'all be safe.